Hashem, Yahweh Shai Hashem, the Kakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone for enduring, labored in the footsteps of the prophets that they labored in. The Wadi Hashem, Yahweh Shai for their elders as well. It's going to be a quick one. Nothing new, nothing important, except this one is a little different. All right, not just because it's South Fairfax, VA. So I know they through. They're through. All right, but thieves force ATM to dump $175,000 in massive bank fraud operation. Police reveal. All right, so they're gonna have to bring in the chip. And hold on, you can't zoom in on this. And it's fake, making it look like it could be Northern Kingdom, but it's not. In my mind, that's not a Northern Kingdom. That's more of a heathen spirit face. All right, it's more of a heathen face. Because a lot of so-called Latin Americans, they're actually Edomites. All right, but I believe this to be one of them Akbar type of people. Because Jake, see, they could blame this on, unless they blame this on the cartel, Jake don't got the capability to pull this off, man. The resources and all of this to pull this off, man. Unless they try to blame this on the cartel. So let's listen real quick, all right?
No customer present and no legitimate transaction occurring. For nearly an hour, suspects walked up, recorded the machine, and collected stacks of bills as if the system had surrendered. Detectives now believe this was a coordinated jackpotting operation, combining physical access with a malicious override that forced the ATM to dump its vault. The event unfolded at an Apple Federal Credit Union drive-up ATM in Fairfax County, where
So it's a federal credit union. It's already over, well over amount of the FBI picking it up. So it's federal all the way up and down. And it's Fairfax, VA. All right, Fairfax, no, not Fairfax, Virginia, period. But Arlington, Pentagon City Mall, somebody stole $200 pair of jeans. $200 was, you steal over $200 is a felony in Virginia, period. All right, $200, you're a felon. I don't care if it's the iPhone. It's over $200, you're a felon. So the Jake, he had stole some stuff, skipped out on bail, moved to Indiana, got a job at Little Caesars Pizza. I'm in the bookings. He come in with his Crocs on and his Little Caesar shirt and his Little Caesar hat, and he was like, man, I can't believe this shit. I'm like, what? He's like, man, I was out in Indiana, I'm at work, and the police come and get me, all because I missed the court date from stealing some jeans out of Pentagon City Mall. It was just some jeans. And they flew all the way to Indiana, got me, and flew me back to sit up in this court over stealing some jeans. I was like, damn. So VA don't play. All right, and I go on and on about how VA don't play. So, we're going to get Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. We can get so many other scriptures. All right, as is the, matter of fact, we're going to get this too. Salakia. Salakia. Just waking up. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 2. Let's get the whole chapter. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. All right, but the judge isn't instructing anybody to do anything. All right, that's why the people are so through. All right, now the judges try to instruct his people, Trump, to do something with the food stamps and all of this and that. All right, but that wasn't a wise decision because they planned it on spending money that was for an emergency, and then if they spend that, they have no money for emergency. All right. Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the cities is, such are all they that dwell therein. All right, now Babylon the Great is that great city America, and we see how the rulers are out here. We see how the people are out here. It gets worse and worse. But these people are thieves. Right? That's why the rulers are thieves. The rulers are thieves. All right, so there's gonna be nothing but theft, fraud, deception. All right, riches gotten through injuries and deceit. So we're gonna play a little bit of this, and we're gonna show what this is leading to. It's leading to them trying to say that this is either Trinidad Aragua, all right, it's some sort of cartel. This is leading them to say that we got to do away with cash. We need digital ID for everything. Digital ID to pull your money out the ATM. Digital ID to do everything. And it's ultimately leading to the mark of the Charagma. All right. Oh, Lord. Now I got to do a separate video about that.
$175,000 allegedly vanished in a single night. Law enforcement is calling this one of the most sophisticated financial crimes the county has seen this year. The operation was quick, quiet, and executed with almost surgical precision. Investigators established a detailed timeline from the surveillance system, showing the suspects returning multiple times over several hours. Around 10 p.m., a man accessed the ATM using a physical key, something detectives say should only belong to authorized technicians. Just after midnight, the same individual came back and opened the ATM again, suggesting preparation for a staged override. At 1:15 a.m., two suspects approached the machine, opened it for 15 minutes, and appeared to record the inside mechanics. By 2 a.m., the machine began dispensing cash without any valid prompt. Over a 44-minute window, thick bundles of currency were removed and transferred to a waiting vehicle. Each return to the machine revealed a new...
And this is just the problem, reaction, solution. All right, problem, because it's nothing in 2025 is with AI. It's nothing for technology to make this attempt unavailable to the common folk or to the technician with the keys, right? But anything can be hacked, anything can be stolen, all right, except for a gift from Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, all right, the gift of the promise, the gift of the blessing, the gift of the mercy, all right, the promise that the Gentiles will serve the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Not be co-heirs, co-joint heirs with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, all right, in the house of David, all right, and 144,000 and the innumerable men, women, and multiple men, women, and children, all right, and the descendants that come through the loins of those men, women, and children, all right.
New stage in the operation, indicating deliberate planning.
I talked to an expert who is going to break it down for us. He actually wrote an op-ed on this very issue. Take a listen.
Or attach a box that overrode the ATM machine's connection with the internet, so they could download their own malware, or they did it.
So if they could do that with an ATM, they could do that with a digital ID. They could do that with the microchip. All right, but what does Esau love to say? Safe and effective. All right, so they're gonna have to come. They're gonna come with a safe and effective way, so that the ATMs are safe. All right, the store people are safe, businesses are safe, online transactions are safe. All right, getting your food benefits are safe and effective. Safe and effective.
By radio frequency. In either case, what they
radio frequency, RFID microchip.
Connection with the internet, so they could download their own malware, or they did it by radio frequency. In either case, what they wind up doing is taking charge of the software of the machine.
And then that makes me think of how you would die of a grievous sore. All right, anybody that takes the mark of the beast, all right, will die of a grievous. It's like it. I can't look at two screens at the same time. All right, the radio frequency could be hacked. All right, it could be hacked. And who knows, what you call it? Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Gang got to figure this out. Who knows who these people are, right? Revelation chapter 16, verse 2. And the first what? Angel, and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. All right, so you got your God, what do you call them? Food stamp Barbies. All right, you got your food stamp Barbies who worship the way that America is, who worship the opportunities that they see on TV. All right, but look at it. Busta Rhymes would not have to be wearing a dress if he was making money, man. All right, you don't see people making money doing out of pocket stuff, out of their normal usual stuff, especially when they on stage. Why all of a sudden when you on stage, these rappers want to wear a dress and all that, or when they at a photo shoot, but they don't ever go grocery shopping wearing that stuff. You don't never see them on the beach out Maui or Cancun or wherever, and they dress. Right? That's because these people are selling out, man. Just like the Genesis, Black Hebrew Slaki. I started thinking about IUIC, Black Hebrew Israelites. All right, Bishop Nate is a Black Hebrew Israelite, man. Slaki. There's no such thing as a Black Hebrew Israelite. All right, that's a byword that our enemies put on us. All right, you're a child of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You're a child of Abraham, Isaac, Esau. You're a child of Abraham and Ishmael. You're a child of some damn body. You're a child of Ham with cheese or without cheese. You're a child of somebody. All right, Noah, Shem, Ham, Japheth. You're a child of somebody. Because everybody comes from somebody's nutsack. Except for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Revelation chapter 13, verse. And I don't want to go back, and I don't want to be there at the beginning and sit down on the ground and not move until I wait and find out how many people was on the earth, who invented the first flip-flop, did they hurt their toe when they walk. I don't want to sit on the ground and sit in one spot until I find out that answer, man. I'm thankful for where Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has revealed to me thus far. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And I'm thankful for all of the judgment and punishment that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has suffered me thus far. Why? Because it has made me realize the vanity that consumes me, right? Internally and externally. Right? For those that have ears to hear. And it made me realize that how much mercy it is to even be able to hold on to the name, to the thought, to the promise, to the understanding of judgment, to the hope for mercy, to the hope for miracles in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. All right, how you gonna go to the ATM? You're gonna need the mark, the karabna, the etching or scratching, or matter of fact, no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Salakia.
Tell the machine through the software world that, spit the money out, just let it go.
Yeah, so here are the suspects Fairfax County Police are looking for tonight. Police say the first suspicious activity happened on October 3rd. A suspect approaches this drive-up ATM on Members Way and used a key to open the machine. A few hours later, a new model blue Jeep returns and the same individual accesses the ATM again. Just after 1 a.m., a second person joins in, spending more than 15 minutes at the machine, recording it, appearing to manipulate the hardware. By 2 a.m., an unmasked suspect in that same Jeep begins withdrawing cash without a card, without even touching the screen. Detectives say he simply held up a phone and money started pouring out in a matter of minutes. $175,000 just gone.
The real issue is it's going to cost more for the banks to make up the lost profits. Where is it?
So in a matter of minutes, with just holding up a phone, he was able to pull out $175,000 after hours of prepping up the operation. And then it's going to cost the banks lots of money, right? But that's the Federal Credit Union, right? Blah, 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 blah. And that's not my bank, right? Blah, blah, blah. Apple Credit Union. I never even, who cares about Apple Credit? Nobody, right? So this is major. All right, just like what's going on with this whole Muslim white Jesus war going on in America right now. All of this is major. And it's the everything at once. It's the poly crisis that man couldn't put together if they tried. All right, this is only all of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. All right, some might call Him the Most High, but His name is Yahweh, not Jehovah. His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah. The letter J is only 500 years old. It's not Jesus. It's not Jesus. It's not what your mama think it is. It's not what your daddy think it is, unless they think it's Yahweh Shah. All right.
It's the old trickle-down theory. Somewhere along the line, instead of a $5 bank charge per month, it'll be a $6 charge. So
the banks is going to start charging more because of these people's schemes and hacks. They got to charge more, surcharge for withdrawals and bank fees now to cover up for this loss, right? So what's the safe and effective way to protect the consumer all around? The mark of Charagma. All right, matter of fact, we're going to make this one a separate video because I got to talk about Trump too. All right, it's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to talk about. Always is. Shalom.